I'm here in the pump-up room, which is my favorite place to hang out. The reason why I'm here is I'm standing here with a great bodybuilding champion, Mike Ashley, and I want to point out to you spectators or fans of bodybuilding just a little bit about what bodybuilding is all about and how the judges really judge a competition and how they derive with a winner. So let's now have a little look here at Mike Ashley, at one of our champions, and the 1990 Arnold's Classic champion. Mike, why don't you strike a double bicep pose right now? Now this is a pose here where the judges are looking at the separation and the proportion of the bicep tricep, then the pectoral development here, then the abdominals and the small waist. And may I remind you that Mike, of course, has a very small waist with 4.5% body fat. The thigh development, you see the striations here, which are very important, not just the size of the thigh, but also the separation and the calf development as well. Now let's turn around now and do the same pose from the back, because the judges always ask for the same pose from the back. Here again, calf development, leg bicep development, lower back striation, very important to win a competition. The center back has to be developed. Great separation and definition on the deltoids, and separation between bicep and tricep, and of course the forearm development. Those are, thank you very much, Mike. You can come back again. Those are the simple poses. But with those poses, you really expose all your strong points and also your weaknesses. And this is why the judges look at those poses all.
IFBB pro now. I got to go into the pro ranks. Were you ever tempted at any point to say, you know what? Maybe I should use a little bit of anabolic help because you know what? I'm competing against guys that are all on anabolics now. I'm in the pros. I'm sure in your mind you wanted to be Mr. Olympia like all of us wanted to be. That's how we all, that's all what we shoot for. Did it ever, enter your wheelhouse?
That's a very interesting story because when I turned pro, I remember this doctor back in Arizona. She said to me, "You will never make it to the IFBB pros without using anabolic steroids." And for me, I mean, my upbringing, my parents, the whole thing, it was like, Mike, you got to try to do it natural, whatever.
Right.
And I went ahead and I said, I'm going to go ahead and see what happens. I compete after the World Championships, and I went to my first pro show. I said, I was placing in the money right off the back, so because I want Detroit Grand Prix coming right out.
Right.
So I'm like, I made a name for myself because I was actually the only guy that was up there, myself and Jean-Paul, that was saying, hey, we told it like it is, it's natural. Right. I even had an interview for Muscle and Fitness, and I says, I'll pay anyone 10 grand, test me, and if I fail the test, I have to pay you 10 grand. But if I pass the test, you have to pay me 10 grand. And nobody ever took
No one took
offer.
You up on it, no.
No. Yeah. But, so my thing was, I at that time, Ben was always talking about, someday making bodybuilding become a part of the Olympics. That was the goal. So my avenue was, compete naturally, become an Olympic sport. I know I'll be fine going into the Olympic Games. And of course, as you know, that never really happened.
No.
But I felt I was doing well enough in the IFBB without, using anabolics. And there was one guy that told me, he says, you have a choice. You can always go the way you're going and have people, oh, you're natural or this. So if you really want to make real money, you can go ahead and use anabolics. And, I started having some issues with my knee, as I mentioned in the past. And I was just like, I'm going to write it like it is.